We're here with Ricky Knight, Cardinal Newman, 24, defensive back, Florida State commit, and signee as well. So, Ricky, I would love for you to tell me what the Muck connection is to both Cardinal Newman and Florida State, about your roots and everything.
For Cardinal Newman, we don't really have a connection to the Muck. I mean, Cardinal Newman wasn't a school that really thought of for us, but they've also allowed me to grow as a person, not only with the coaches that they have, but with the staff. They helped me to get better, and with the connection to what else you wanted?
Well, you being from Pahokee, right? And how the Muck roots is always going to stay on you. You're going to carry that everywhere you go. How does that inspire you to just go all out and perform at your best wherever you're at, because you're at Cardinal Newman now?
So me performing my best wherever I'm at, that's a mentality that I make sure I maintain, no matter if I'm all the way in another state or all the way in another country. I'm going to do what I do the most, because where I'm from, we work hard, we make sure that we maintain. We don't really have a lot growing up, so my mom, she does the best that she can. She's a role model. She can overcome anything, and she's what inspires me, her, my family. And just wanting to make a way for people and show that it can be done, and there's no limit to it. No one can tell you that you can't do it, as long as you put your mind to it and you continue to work and continue to do the proper things. God will make a way for you.
And when did you move from Pahokee?
So actually, I've never lived there. My mom lived there. I go down there to hang with my family sometimes. I have a lot of family down there. My mom didn't really want me to stay in a place like that. She felt as though it was like nothing there for me, really. She felt as though she wanted me to get into a better environment to where I could succeed and I could overcome any challenge that comes my way.
That's awesome. I want you to give some advice to your fellow Mucksteppers who are younger than you. What advice do you have for them?
Although there might not be a lot out there, you can always use your resources. There's a lot of field. Always go to the field. Make sure you stay in the weight room. Maintain your grades. And really know who you're hanging around. Even if you're not hanging around the right people, at least make sure that you're doing the right things yourself, so that you're not becoming a problem child or anything. Make sure you're staying on top of the things you need to do in order to succeed and get to the next level of where you want to be.
That's awesome. Can you please recap your high school football career at Benjamin and Cardinal Newman, some of the highs and some of the lows, meaning that things that you learned from those moments?
So in my 9th grade year, I broke my hip. My 10th grade year, I tore my meniscus. So coming off two of those things, it was a lot of mental. Benjamin allowed me to grow as a person. They helped me throughout my injuries. They always kept my head up. They made school more fun for me once I got on crutches and everything. And it just allowed me to stay afloat. My coaches were always on top of me, making sure that I'm doing the right things, needed to come back from injury properly. They made sure that I didn't rush anything. And then at Newman, they also taught me some things with the coaching staff that we have. We got a lot of guys that, went pro, such as Coach Elam. Coach Elam, he was with us day in and day out with Coach Josh, Coach D-Rad. They were always, around helping to make sure that we're doing the proper things, getting our technique right. When one coach is not there, the other steps up. And they all taught us something differently. They also showed us how to bond as a brotherhood. And I feel like I made a lot of great connections over the years at my high school career, and I'm actually pretty glad I chose those two schools to go to.
That's awesome. Now, what was your best individual moment? Would you say it was that interception that you caught against Chaminade last game?
Best individual moment, I probably would have said my team was down a lot. We needed some type of hype or something that built us up a little bit. So I came in, I made a big play before half, and that's a moment that I look back and I just feel as though that's me. That's me as a person. I always make plays. I'm never afraid of competition or who I'm going against.
And which receiver did you catch that interception on?
Jeremiah Smith.
What can you say about him?
JJ is a great guy. I've actually grown up with him in our 6th grade, 5th grade, 7th grade years. We played in the Future Stars game together, so I've known him for quite a time, him and some of the other players. He's definitely a guy like you can't take lightly at all. He's definitely all that they say he is, weight, size-wise, ability-wise. And off the field, he's a great person. He's a good friend. He's never really cocky about anything. He's pretty humble, and he makes sure that he continues to work. And I'm super proud of what he's become because I know where we started, and I'm just ready for him to do his thing at the next level.
That's awesome. So, the haters. Now, you posted that a lot on social media. You addressed the haters quite a bit. How did you overcome all of that? Because there was a whole lot of stuff that was said about production, and then how you got the stars and all that on Rivals, on 3, and 24/7 Sports. There's a whole lot of stuff that was said, but you were able to rein all that in and just overcome it with your play down the stretch of the way.
With the haters, honestly, I mean, people are gonna hate no matter where you go, no matter who you think is your friend or anything of that sort, no matter how much support you feel like you have, there's always gonna be somebody that doesn't like what you're doing or doesn't want to see you succeed. So to that, I mean, it is what it is. I allow them to talk, I allow them to do what they do. One thing somebody can't take away from me is the work that I've put in and the things I've done to get to this level. So I'm not really, worried about what they say or what they, call me or anything. Because when you turn on that tape, it's me, it's in the flesh. The eye in the sky never lies. So when you give up 0 TDs, I mean, you give up 1 or 2 catches in the whole year, what can somebody say to you?
That's awesome. What were do you remember your final stats for Newman, some of them?
Honestly, I know I gave up no TDs. I think I allowed 1 or 2 catches. I had less than 20 yards on me. I think I had 2 interceptions. I racked up a lot of tackles also.
That's amazing. Now, for Florida State, so we got 5 players from Palm Beach County going to Florida State from this class. It's yourself, Jake Weinberg, Jaden Parrish, and we have Luke Douglas and Amari. I want you to talk about this whole collective. I think this is the first time we've ever had 5 players from the same class in Palm Beach County going to Florida State. Let's talk about the history-making moment.
I feel like we're making history right now. I feel like we're going to go up there. We all know each other. We've all talked to each other. So we're definitely going to make sure to maintain and, keep each other's heads straight. When someone's down, we'll be the ones to pick them up because we're starting to build a connection, seeing as though we're all from the same place. Some of us even played together in Little League or high school maybe. So I'm really ready to see what we're going to do. I think we're definitely going to go up there and, show Palm Beach that we didn't come for no reason. We're definitely going to make sure our city and our name is heard.
And then with Amari, because you played with him at Benjamin, and then you ran track with him. What can you say about him in particular, Amari?
He's definitely a freakish athlete. He's about 6'5" maybe or something like that. So to see him be able to run, jump, catch, and move the way he does is pretty amazing. Me and Amari also played Little League football together, so I've known him for quite some time. And I feel as though he's definitely going to be somebody that the word is going to remember. And me and him are definitely going to, lock in and do what we need to do.
Which Little League team you want to shout out, the team that you played for?
We played for Palm Beach Gardens Gators.
Oh, so you played with Tyler Aronson and his dad.
We won a championship down there.
That's awesome. Oh, wow. So you got to play with Tyler Aronson when you were little and at Benjamin. And you see what he's now doing at SMU. That's amazing. Really, you play with a lot of great people. You're blessed to have done that. And then also, you're welcome. Also, you're following in the footsteps. You probably don't realize this. Following the footsteps of the likes of Akeem Dent, also from Pahokee. Eric Moore, way back in the day, Pahokee legend. Anquan Boldin, Pahokee legend. So let's talk about that.
Being as though we're all from the same place in the same area, I feel like we're all making a name for the city down there, and I'm also making a name for the West Palm Beach city. Me and Akeem Dent, we're pretty locked in, we're pretty tied and close. I talked to him a lot. He was one of the first people that I talked to when I went to Florida State. And I'm just glad to, have built a relationship with him. I feel as though he's helped me in my recruiting process. He's taught me some things. He's let me know the in and out. And I'm just really proud of what he's become, seeing as though he had some adversity that he had to overcome. But now he's at pro day, fastest safety there is. And I feel like he's definitely going to go to the next level and do what he does.
That's awesome. Jordan Travis, did you get to play with him at Benjamin?
I didn't. He left, I think, a year or two before I came back.
What could you say about him? Because he repped 5'6" very, very well.
Jordan Travis, he's definitely one of the greats at Florida State. He's probably definitely going to go down as one of the best quarterbacks to go through there. His athletic ability is insane. He can make things out of nothing. He knows how to make plays, and I feel like that's his best attribute is making plays. He can run, he can throw. He's a great team leader, and he's also a great person.
Last, we're going to end it with this. Coach Mike Norville, I'm going to say that he's probably one of the most stand-up guys that you could ever come across, not only as a coach, but as a person. Because you saw what Florida State went through last year. They went through the highs of being 13-0, and then you saw everything they went through after that. But he always maintained his composure, kept the team together, and everything. So do you think that played some kind of role in you deciding to go with Florida State, his composure, his professionalism and all?
Definitely. I feel like Norvell is probably one of the realest guys that there is. He keeps it real with you. He keeps it 100 with you. There's no sugarcoating in his game. He makes sure to let you know what it is. He always makes sure to boost the kids. He also wants you to be a better man. He doesn't want you to just be a great football player. He wants you to be a great person off the field as well. He cares about his academics. He cares about his team. He's not just in it for himself. He's in it to build a family, and that's why we preach climb. We're all climbing together. We're all a tribe. We're all one.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Ricky. Best of luck to you in the next level.
Thank you.